Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel for a very special video indeed. I'm joined by Joe once again and two of his 15th Doctor costumes, or tops at least, but also, and the shoes, but also the 15th Doctor's sonic screwdriver, the new toy from Character Options, which at time of recording, has been released at San Diego Comic-Con, but has not yet been released in the UK. There are only a few of these around. I'm not sure how many exactly, but I've seen less than 10 on social media and stuff. So you're one of the very first people to have got hold of one of these in the UK. Very, very exciting indeed. Today we are going to take a look at this Sonic. I know a lot of people, like I say, haven't been able to get hold of this yet because it's not been released in the UK. So is it worth the hype? Is it any good? Is it accurate? Is it, what features has it got? All that kind of stuff. We are going to show you, wonder no more. So, the Sonic Screwdriver comes in this box, which is the same style as the other things we've been seeing recently.
Wasn't it like that for the magazine as well, on the online exclusives?
Oh, yes. Yeah, well spotted. And that seems to be the colour, I think, for the 15th Doctor, because they've all got their own colour now for the colour-coded packaging. So, I'm guessing the figures as well will be in a pinky, purpley kind of package. Same as the box style as the 14th Doctor's Sonics, the various versions of that. I've actually got hold of the standard one recently. Argos had a little offer on.
They sell the standards?
They do now, yeah.
Yeah. Because the thing is, they had it for ages on their system.
Yeah,
but it said out of stock.
Maybe. It was £14 with a promo code. It was I think the time has come, but I've put it off for months.
I prefer the standard, weirdly. I don't like how fingerprinty the other one gets.
Yeah, it's the one that I've now got with all my other ones, on the display, the mugs. Yeah,
it's more cohesive with them.
It matches them closer, yeah. And actually, on that note as well, so I think with this, the plan is to release it in two styles, right? So this is kind of the chromey, shiny.
This is the deluxe edition.
Deluxe version with more features.
Should be out, and don't quote me exactly the date. Mid-September, but I've heard the price will be $39.99.
Yeah.
With a standard issue, that'll be around sort of 20, I think, or $24.99.
And that'll be the mass retail one. We'll presumably have standard
paint tabs.
paints and
it'll have a few less features, but we'll go into that.
Yeah, so this is going to be the character online exclusive version. Obviously, was available at San Diego Comic-Con. Do you want to do the honours? Because it's your Sonic. It's already been out of packaging, obviously, but.
Right. So initial thoughts on
Sonic Sky Remote. Let's go back a bit further, perhaps, to the night the Giggle aired, when this thing was revealed and unveiled to the world afterwards. And I remember seeing the prop actually in London. Do you remember they had that sculpture of the 14th Doctor's faces?
And it was like a grating, so depending on the way you looked at it.
Yeah, it was a bit peculiar, really. It supposedly was Ncuti's face in there, but you couldn't really see it. Anyway, so I saw the actual prop on display. I wasn't able to get up close and personal and touch it and stuff. I was saying to you before, and I think, obviously this has been, I don't know whether it's been delayed or they've just not got their act together with releasing it sooner. But I think a real shortcoming of the way they've done this, aside from the fact that we all want to get our Sonic Screwdrivers as soon as possible, is that it's not given the fans a chance to get used to the design, have it in their hand and all
have
that
a mess
stuff.
Around with it before the series
because
itself.
It's so different to all the previous guns. Yeah,
that's a whole different debate.
And obviously it swivels, doesn't it, and into.
So obviously first function.
My assistant will demonstrate. There we go.
It made two separate sounds. So that went open, that went closed. Unfortunately, there is a small defect on this, and I'll show. I don't know if that's going to pick up on camera.
Oh right.
So the two blue indicator lights. So if we just do the initial activation. Oh, it's the wrong way. That's another fault. We'll get to it. So be careful with this when you get it. So I've noticed a few faults. Mine only works when it's rotated this way for some reason. But these blue indicator lights, when you push it back, and we'll get photos, for some reason stay on. I don't know if it's a short circuit or what. No one else's does that. That's just mine, for whatever reason. But obviously, it swivels back and forth. You can use it like that. Can use it like that. Can use it like
Yeah,
open.
it's basically like 4 different. What you can either have it like. So what's the correct way to have it? It's with the flat side up. Is that right?
Flat side up.
Yeah, and you can have it either extended or swiveled out or closed, or alternatively either option, but with the flat side down, which apparently is how Ncuti has it in some.
So when in
scenes,
Empire
right?
of Death, when he goes to Sonic the Screen
Yeah.
for Susan Triad, he holds it very much like
He's
that.
actually activating the buttons from underneath. Is that
Yeah.
right? With the fingers, yeah. So, but yeah, a very different design, and I just think it would have been useful, for people to have had this in hand sooner, and it might have made people appreciate the design a bit more. I mean, what do you think of the design now having it in hand? Have your views changed? I mean, the toy aside, just the actual design, the look and feel of it.
The design is awful. I quite like the Rwandan proverb.
I think
on
that's
the
the
back,
nicest feature, isn't
that
it?
in the Gallifreyan text. Is it the tongue is sharper than the sword?
Yeah, well remembered, I'm pretty
Is
sure.
that-
Something.
I think that's butchery potentially.
You're on the right
Future
lines,
Richard put the actual quote on screen. Joe is an idiot.
The sharpness of the tongue defeats the sharpness of the warrior.
But it's all right. It sits comfortably in the hand. It's very ergonomic. The issue is because this twists out of place sometimes. When my Sonic is specifically swiveled out this way and I engage the activation button, it works sometimes, but other times it's not going to do it now. There you go. It doesn't quite engage properly. Can you see?
Doesn't stay on. It's
No, for some
Flash.
reason. So it's a bit
okay.
dodgy there. And then when you swivel it this way, that's when it does work. So we'll quickly cycle through the sound effects. There's like it's being debated whether these are actual sounds or they're like end cuts. I think they're actual sounds with intention. So if you do a single press,
Yeah, I thought I'd read online somewhere that they'd used some of the actual.
Yeah.
Obviously, as we'll get onto, some of the
Yeah.
sounds are reused from previous toys, aren't they?
so the first one's like a spink. Then that's like it fizzling out. And that's like the diamond detector crystal, when he's outside the TARDIS in Church on Ruby Road when he's wearing the leather jacket and he's talking to the policeman.
Yes.
That's that noise. Then you got standard sonic buzzing, double, a more broken effect, then triple, the scanning Whittaker effect. So they've been using that for a few years. Even I think it's on the David as an alternative setting.
Oh,
isn't it?
right.
Then that makes a noise as it extends. The little dish at the top, the emitter. And then when you open that up, it makes the scanning sound. But it's a little bit hit or miss. Mine is a little bit odd. It did break, and we'll go on to the next set of functionality, which is the hidden features, which is this is very specific. So someone says it's 20, there's a bit of misinformation out there. It's actually 13 presses, even weirder.
Baffling, yeah.
Why not 15? But roughly around there. No. That's about right. Hold it in on the 13 for 14 for whatever. Slip the dish open. That beeps 3 times. Shut it back. As you can see, that crystal has turned green. I don't know how well that's going to show up on camera. And then,
The laser screwdriver.
rather bizarrely, I don't know if that's like supposed to be Sutek possessing the screwdriver because it's gone green.
Oh, it's okay. Oh my goodness.
I have absolutely no idea.
Yeah.
Then double press, you get the aging effect from the laser screwdriver.
Yes, of course. So both the sounds there.
And then the scanning, it's same effect, but the screwdriver lights up red. So, quickly, in the hands, what do you think? As someone...
I mean, I said to you when I first saw this off camera, it feels a bit lighter and cheaper than I might have expected. It's a toy, I guess. It's not like a prop replica or anything. It does feel a bit kind of cumbersome, and because you're having to use 2 hands to turn that bit out, as opposed to the previous Sonic where you'd use 1 hand and press a button. It was
Makes it a bit fiddly.
It's a bit more fiddly. It's you have to have your 2 hands to use it, and they've done an alright job actually at turning it into a toy. I mean, it's a complex design, and You know, all the bells and whistles are there, all the bits that come out.
I think as a toy, it's excellent. I just don't like.
So
the
how
design.
many buttons does it have? Is it just
So
one there?
these the extension button,
Oh, that's that. And
the
then,
central,
Oh, that one. Yeah.
and then you just pull the dish out.
So it's just those. Yeah,
Yeah.
those three. Okay.
And
So
obviously,
yeah, it's got lots of different features on it. The little lights up crystal.
it's an impressive bit of kit.
Yeah. In conclusion, you know, they've done a nice job with it. I think, you know, for what it is, it's nice to have it at last. I wish we could have got it earlier. Like I say, I think having it before the series, or like between Christmas and the series, or during the series, or just after, would have been really nice. But hey ho, it's here now. It's going to be great for cosplayers. Is there a more accurate version on the way from anywhere else, like Roboto, or? Okay. we'll leave that on there.
I think that's enough, isn't it?
So thank you, Joe, for sharing that with me. It's been great to
No
see
worries.
that in person, having just seen like a few like flickery images and videos of it online. Yeah, it is exciting. So let us know your thoughts on the 15th Doctor's Sonic Screwdriver down in the comments below, and whether you're looking forward to picking it up and which version you plan to get, the shiny chrome one or standard one.
Or
the
a lighter pink,
The
and
different
potentially
colours, which will presumably
which
come
will
out
come
later
in B&M
on.
probably.
Yes. Can you imagine like a 3-pack of 15th Doctors?
It's gonna happen. It's gonna
Can
happen.
have like an assortment, yeah, where like you've got a shelf and like some of them are red and some of them are green.
There's gonna be like chase variants of it.
Yeah. I found the yellow one.
I found the purple one from the future.
Oh yeah, it's gonna happen. Anyway, thank you, for watching. Go and check out our big season 1 retrospective if you haven't already. If
it's
it is
before or
indeed
after.
already out, it might not be. But stay tuned, you know, as ever, for more videos in the future, more costume themed stuff.
Bye for now.
Bye bye. How long?
It's gonna break.
Damn. Bye bye. Oh.